Admiral's log, Stardate 0101 2021 Starship Enterprise B's log NCC 1701B. I am en route to relax while I'm waiting for things to happen. I've had a busy night last night between watching the Space Needle on Earth and the ball dropping and other places of the world doing it and replaying things for New Year's, to dealing with a miniature, like, counterproductive tin pot dictator like Chloe. Who is who she is. So I wanted to share that with you. Also, on top of that, I had some movies to watch, which was Wonder Woman 84, which wasn't bad, but wasn't good. So I got dishes going right now with what dishes left in there for the next load. And I want to apologize to some of you guys who waited for me last night. Father-in-law demanded movies, and then afterwards we watched the thing. Chloe's being a piss my dad had to deal with that, which he basically was really angry due to the fact that Chloe was, angry. And so very angry and didn't want to listen. And dad was almost ready to leave, and he was about to call the non-emergency number and everything else. I mean, we just had a bitch of a night. And then afterwards, when it all slowed down, I didn't tell this to Hannah this morning. I worry about Hannah. My family is camping, so my family, I'm getting ready to tell my family that they should welcome Hannah in with open arms, but they're more worried about what's going to happen in the future, They think if Hannah's can snap at one thing, and snap and do this and snap and do that out of anger, then she's in their opinion, borderline too. So, they're just like, no more borderlines. No one peep, no relate. So, a lot of people say, well, you're entitled to have happiness, but I'm not happy with Chloe. I mean, I was having a conversation today about Chloe, and let me tell you, it was not easy with Chloe, literally. So, anyways. So I asked Chloe this morning, I said, hey, can I go to the store? Can I go to the store? And Chloe said, hey, you have to go to the store for what, would you? And you know how it goes. So I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, literally, I'm dealing with someone who is mentally unstable. So, anyways, so this morning was pretty bad. I was going to think about hopping in the tub for a while and getting cleaned up. But currently, I don't know what to do. I mean, I've asked Chloe specifically for ways of putting clothes away and stuff. I gotta go in and hang up all my clothes. Chloe just keeps them in piles and baskets. Like, oh, I'm done. My God. She asked me for money for a laptop, right? And then what happened is we had some problems, with the middle system. She's getting a stimulus check. All right, we don't know if it's direct deposit or in the bank or paper or whatever, right? Chloe's got a bank account, so this turns around, right? When Chloe gets mad, literally, she's been penny pinching. Literally, she doesn't want to pay for anything. Big money, she pays everything else. Whatever she does, she pays for herself. Everything that Chloe wanted, Chloe got, right? And so, what happened? So, anyways, this morning I tried to talk to her about the mental appointment I got coming up for a discussion with this guy about getting rid of Chloe. Literally, Chloe's like, you are come back, you motherfucker, you're a motherfucker, you're a motherfucker. Well, she finally stormed off to go to bed. She was angry. Literally, she was furious. I mean, she was fucking furious for being that she bitched to me saying it was too cold. It's fucking 52 degrees out. Why the fuck? And windy. I mean, literally, who the hell is going to be bitching about this type of temperature? I mean, literally. So, New Year's Day, people are partying, people are drinking, people are whatever. Me, I figured I would turn around and let you guys know that I'm going to be taking a snoozer soon. Or not a snoozer, a um, so I was looking up some stuff, and anyways, I feel bad, about last night, but I also know it's a new leaf, and today, since I have a damn feeling, this is my gut feeling here, that a couple things I have a theory about. All right, now I love Pee Wee dearly. I think Pee Wee might be engulfed in, if she hasn't already, Cobra Kai season 3, which I found out about, and I decided to look into it recently and thought, okay, cool. Another thing I got to work on is um, getting ready for a bath, which will feel good because, well, let me explain why I think my bath's going to feel really good this morning, besides my morning coffee to finish up first. And I'll tell you, is the fact that it's New Year's, all right? People camping, people partying, people guzzling booze, whatever. I had my fill of it last night, but I didn't get so tipsy I ended up in the emergency room. I got enough tipsy to say, hey, I'm done. And that was after Chloe started tearing me down, you know. This last year has been more of a half and half, with half this and half that and half this. I mean, look, I made a joke with her earlier about rabbits, and I said to her, hi, Boon Boon. I said to her, right, it's my channel so I can do it, that rabbits should wear their food bowls on their heads, their little food pails on their heads. Come here. Hello. Hi. Ugh, my wrist is killing me, by the way, if you didn't know. I'll show you why in a second. Hey, you don't get into mama's hair. I got some new shampoo, too, so. Hi. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. So it's a new year, right? Some people are shopping. It's okay. There, I got a good grip on you. It won't, not a hurting grip, but a grip. There. See, when you know how to handle your bunny properly, you're a good parent. See? There, pull out your loggies to chew on. So, anyways, I wanted to thank you all, for last night, and, Dan was completely right. There's so many people partying, getting drunk, doing everything else that, and then, I got emails, people are not actually tuning in this morning because it's New Year. No one cares about New Year's edition. They're all tuned in for the $2,000 stimmy checks. I mean, literally, New Year's, it reminds me, I got an hour before I take a bath anyways, due to the fact that my dishwasher's done. When that's done, I'll load up the next batch of dishes and get ready to roll. So, anyways, with so many people not watching this morning, this is why I said I got plenty of time to take a bath. Plenty of time to do many things, because, it's the way it is today. However, I'm going to take my coffee slowly today. I just made up some more milk, by the way. Someone and I was talking about milk the other day. Funny story, actually. Funny story, actually. If you guys want to hear it, I'll tell you. There you go. So I was having coffee, right? And, funny story. Chloe starts in New Year's. So I said to her, yeah, it's all good, right? All good. She's like, I need to get some salami. Well, son of a bitch stole my salami and ate it. Thinking stole my salami and ate it. And I sat there, had to grab a thing for my dip, right? Stole my fucking salami. I turned around and was like, yeah, it was bound to happen. Literally. Just goes and steals it and says, I need to get more. So I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, I'll just put that down in the log. Stole my salami. It's accumulating, Steals dip, steals salami, steals this, right? Well, last night, I tell you, the prime rib took a lot longer to cook because it's frozen in the middle. I didn't expect it, I need more defrost time. So, to cut a story short, because I'm the cook, right? I made up everything, right? And Chloe ate her mashed potatoes and started throwing a fit. So then we cut into the meat, and it's raw still. So I put it in there, right, for 45 minutes. Still raw. So I cut up pieces, and she eats what she wants. Leaves two pieces like this big. Two pieces like this on the plate, right? Moppy's looking at it all night. You know how Mop is. He loves prime rib, right? Chloe didn't even offer it. She just says, Then Chloe throws a fit in front of my dad, who was thinking calling 911 due to the fact that, she was screaming about no au jus. So I made her some au jus. Well, as soon as the au jus made, right, prime rib still not cooked. So I had to cut it up section by section, put it together, and it looks really good. I mean, now it looks perfect. All I can do is take it in sections and just put it on a plate and eat it, right? Because it's 15 pounds, right? So Chloe, on the other hand, is like, the oven's fucking shit, you motherfucker, and then she was upset. So I was like, whatever. Well, then, out of the whole dinner situation, fucking getting ready to fucking, Dad turned around and said, look, if you need mental help, you're going to end up, we need to get you help because you're threatening Rita in front of me. And this isn't, Dad was going to call last night anyways, message me and let me know what he said because he was going to call up the, the crisis team and stuff like that because Chloe was basically being violent. He literally saw her flip her lid when I said the word no. I'm like, look, you can't freaking spend 4 hours defrosting shrimp because shrimp, won't be defrosted, in time. I mean, it'd be like me giving 2 or 4 bags of my beloved Hannah and saying, here, eat, and it's frozen. I mean, literally, you got to let them defrost, and she fucking flipped her lid like she wants the entire fucking contents, right? $40 in shrimp. She wants to eat it. She doesn't give 2 shits. She's like, mine, fuck you, mine, fuck you. I mean, literally. So I turned around and I said, okay, whatever. I'll just put that down in the record. Steals, right? This guy basically turned around and said, well, you have to give in to the mental health certificate. So my dad and I were talking about this last night. Funny thing is, Dad said, so if a guy comes up and he's not mentally ill and someone plugs Chloe, right? I mean, literally, is that, Dad said it's not justified, but for telling the guy at the mental health system was saying that it was justified that Chloe could steal my shrimp, it's fine. So I was like, you know what, I'll just put it in the log. So I did. But yeah, Dad logged it too last night. It's the first time he saw her lose it. Good morning, Grandma. Happy New Year's. I apologize. You were right. Dad basically wanted a movie. And then he wanted another movie. And then after that movie, I ended up spending so much time watching Cobra Kai Season 3, I zoned out of, well, I tried to zone out anyways. I'm having a great morning except for Tweedledum in there went to sleep. Out of anger, of course. She got angry. I was just about to use the bathroom real quick. And anyways, you guys are wondering, how did I get blessed so well from coming on here this morning while she's sleeping? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. So Chloe got mad, right? She asked me about this mental guy that's supposed to be calling me and how he's helping, right? So Chloe goes in and starts yelling, screaming at me at group homes. She brought it, not me. So I'm sitting there calm and cool going, you know what the guy said? You get $600 stimulus. That can help with your medical bill so you can actually meet your spin down so you can actually get inpatient care. Why can't I get outpatient? So I finally got a printout, right? I printed out, I got to buy some paper and some ink still. And I printed out and handed it to her. I said in 9 counties, there's only 4 people that take Medicare. Pick one. And by the way, they're not psychiatrists that you need. Oh, she was pissed. Literally, I said, here's the list from Medicaid. She's on Medicaid with spin down. I'm on Medicaid with spin down, but they never tell me I get qualify. That's the thing. My spin down's like $10,000 a year, just because But her, for the first 2 years of medical bills, they pay down her spin down, and after that they lock her into Part A and Part B permanently. So, you know. Now where's my brush that she hid? It's like one thing out of it. Anyways, I didn't want to basically say much today. It's New Year's, but she got combative and cranky, and I told her to quit being combative and cranky. And she told me it's her God-given right to treat everyone like fucking shit because we're all shit, in her opinion. Oh, my brush. Good. So that was the end of it, but I thought I'd share it with you guys anyways. She was angry because I asked her about picking up a half gallon of milk because I didn't pick it up yesterday when I was shopping. I was being nice to her, You know how much I have a gold heart. I got her a bottle of rum last night. And I got a couple other items, and she basically, demanded my shrimp. Which, by the way, she demanded it, and Dad's just like, dude. Dad's like, that was a side with prime rib, and you want to fucking think for yourself. You should have seen my dad's got a degree in psychology. He literally on the camera, we have it on the big TV, he turned and he said, I loved this last night. This was great for a New Year's Eve party with Dad. He said, what type of narcissistic son of a bitch are you that you demand and you're entitled to every fucking little thing that ain't nailed down? If it isn't fucking Rita's computer, it's Rita's fucking shrimp. It's not Rita's fucking shrimp, it's Rita's fucking prime rib. It's not Rita's fucking prime rib, it's Rita's fucking beans. If it ain't Rita's fucking beans, it's Rita's fucking ramen. What more do you fucking want? Chloe basically literally almost was getting ready to fucking go for the throat with the knife to threaten herself. Dad says, I can call 911 because of this right now. And she was begging him not to. He's like, look at you. Look at what you're doing to Rita. Rita doesn't want you here. You won't get the point. You eat, you steal, you do everything. He's like, why are you getting into Rita's dip can? Oh, well, my roll of dip is in the other room. He said, there you go. You fucking steal it because it's a convenience to you. You're not only a fucking con artist, but you're a fucking thief. Literally, Dad laid down the law last night to her. That was one of the benefits of having him. And then Dad asked me if we could watch a movie Monday night. Again, which I found out on HBO Max. I know Ginger's got HBO Max. I need to recommend a movie for her again. It's called Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford. He goes, the original was with what's his name? Charleston Heston, if you remember the original one. Oh no, the other one was someone else. Can't remember. The black and white, and the reboot was Charleston Heston, and then the reboot again was Harrison Ford. So sometime today I'll be taking a short bath, and when I do, I am going to use the new shampoo and conditioner I paid $10 for. Because I'm using, couldn't get in Gagne, so I'm using Pantene, which I like. Yeah, exactly, Harrison Ford. So, I'm having dinner in a couple hours too, Grandma. The thing is, I'm just relaxing, but, I literally loved it. You got to understand, Granny Ginger. I actually loved my dad last night, literally putting his foot down and basically beating his drum and saying, look, yeah, I'm watching you right there, use and abuse and treat Rita like crap, and you say you're not treating her like. And then she's like, don't raise my voice. It's like, I'm not raising my voice. Anytime we talk back about you, or we basically tell you to stand down, you fucking think we're verbally yelling and screaming at you. He says, grow up. He says, you need a mental hospital. And you're willing to fucking destroy Rita's life just so you can fucking get everything she owns. Then he turned around and he says, you know what? I implore Rita next week to get a restraining order. Enough said. And she just sat there like, would really Rita do it? And he's like, look what you're doing. You're fucking attacking her over every little thing. You fucking yelled at her over her fucking shrimp. Did you pay a dime? No, but I'll pay her back. You'll pay her back for something you never pay anyone back. When was the last time you paid the electric bill? I was going to pay it this month. And I told Dad, I said, Monday I go and pay the internet again. He's like, there goes Rita, $65. I'm like, how much is it? She didn't get down to the post, you know. It was funny because I told Dad I finally went down to the office yesterday on my way to the store to get supplies, and I paid it. The guy actually had my card and ran it through and said it's done. Whereas Chloe said she couldn't get down to the post office because she didn't understand how a money order works and how stupid she is. And Dad's like, you go down to where it is, you give them your card, you pay it. What's so special, unspecial? Rita prints an invoice out, costs a piece of paper for her, you get it done. Oh, I don't know what it is. Like, oh, just like the toilet. I mean, literally, Dad lambasted her 8 ways from Sunday, and she did not like it. She was in one of those, I'm a depressive funky funks. And then she was screaming, yelling about laptops, you know, being sold out of Walmart and stuff. He's like, look, you're so fucking set on having something better than Rita's. Rita earned it. Rita's got to put up with your shit every fucking day. Do you cook? No, I could. I like tacos. And Dad said, what about cleaning? Every time fucking Rita makes dinner, what do? I mean, she literally just fucking went to her room and started drinking heavy amounts of beer and rum last night. And then started in on me trying to pick a fight. Where me, she knows if I'm on whiskey, I would be tempted to pick a fight. But last night, I was so into Cobra Kai Season 3, as Pee Wee would say, that I didn't give two shits about what fucking Chloe said. And then when I finished Season 10, she was asking questions. You know, Carl Cove, I think is his name, or Martin Cove. Yeah, the guy that plays Kreese. He's not bad for a 75-year-old Jewish man. I mean, you know, cigar smoking man, you know. Not that it matters to me. I'm not really into men, but I could, you know. Yeah, well, you know, my dad basically, you know. Oh, Dad was fucking pissed. I mean, you wouldn't believe how bad Dad was. I mean, literally, Dad turned around. We were trying to converse on stuff, and he, you know. I mean, literally, Dad was asking me if I had projects to do. I said, well, I got a couple projects, but I'll do them tomorrow, Sunday. And he says, what is it? I said, well, I got the spreadsheets to finish up. He says, oh, the total job? I said, the total jobby. He's like, that's a simple total jobby. I said, yeah, total them up, and then you go and put them in paper, and then you do it. I said, I got to get more paper. Store was sold out of paper. I mean, this is the thing that me and Dad talk about. Dad and I have a relationship like, you know, we could sit there and talk, and I'd be like, yeah, I finally went to the store to check it out. It was basically about 90% bare, you know, at least I got whiskey. And Dad would be like, good, that's great, you know, that's great. I don't like you indulging. You know, last night Dad was like, me and Dad was watching, right? We got on the video, and I saw me change over to my desktop and had a shot of whiskey. During the whole time I was cooking, right? Right? I'm cooking dinner, going back and forth, right? The movie's paused and stuff. Dad knows I have to go back and forth. Finally, Dad says to me, Rita, while you were getting up and doing the cooking and everything, I never seen you once have another shot of whiskey. I said, oh, well, you know, I'm limiting myself because I got dip to do and I have alcohol. And Dad says I'm pressed. But while we're sitting there watching the laser show and stuff for certain areas of the country, you know, me and Dad indulged, right? Dad sat there and he was watching me. And I had like 3 shots in front of me. He doesn't like me drinking. And then I sat there and me and Dad were talking and stuff about everything that's happening. But not once did Dad sit there and say, you're not drunk, Rita. I said, well, Dad, you know, Dad thought, well, by now you'd be sloshing and slurring. But you're carrying on a conversation like, hey, isn't that great? And then Dad finally had to freaking buck up to the tiger and said, listen here, you little son of a bitch. You want to be a woman? Then you start acting like a woman. Said, you're not a fucking princess. You're never going to be a princess. You're a fucking man in a dress. You're going to be a man in a dress. Rita's a fucking woman. She's always been a woman, and you're fucking treating her like shit because she's got a taco. And you're treating everyone around her that's close to her, that's in her presence, everything fucking shitty because you didn't get jack shit. And now you want to fucking take away everything of hers because you can't have it. I mean, literally, I mean, Dad laid down the law, basically. I mean, and then Dad says, you either get help when Rita talks to this guy Monday or we fucking kick you out. And Rita won't have any sympathy. Rita, and I said, well, I do have a heart, Dad. And he's like, no, you don't. No, I said, what do you mean? He said, no, you're done putting up with this fucking behavior. This fuckhead's behavior has got them fucking in trouble in the store. Dad's a minister, by the way, like me. And it's like, you motherfucker basically got kicked out of the stores. You got to wait till April. Big fucking deal. In the meantime, you want to fucking treat Rita like shit. You want to treat everyone like shit. Then you want to sit there and say the neighbor raped you. Then you want to say everyone hates you because you filed a police report against the neighbor that raped you. He's like, Rita, what happened? Well, I got up after being passed out on the floor. Apparently, the neighbor was on top of Chloe, completely passed out, literally. And it looked like, from what I can understand, they both had consensual sex. Chloe claimed it was rape, so we called the police, and yada yada yada. Nothing happened. The detective said it didn't happen, and because I was like, dude, I woke up to go to the bathroom, and the only thing I hear is Chloe saying help, and I got back to my bed, which was a different way at the time, and the fucking Chloe was fucking sitting right there on the bottom where the neighbor, was on the top, just sitting there buck naked. And I said, and the little kid next door was left by himself, like a 4-year-old autistic kid by herself while then mommy is drinking. Of course, Dad said, police can do this and do that. We don't know. Dad said, you've put Rita giving her concussions and everything else. What are you thinking? You need to go. And she's like, oh my God, my mom doesn't want me. It's like your mom fucking wants you. You just need fucking meds. I mean, literally, Dad laid down the law. He's like, every time you fucking tell someone that no one wants you, your mom loves you, that's bullshit. Everyone loves you. Problem is, you just want to fucking see it in black and white. He says, borderline, see it in black and white. I said, Dad, I thought you weren't an expert in borderline. He said, no, I'm not, but I fucking spent a good 8 hours reading some books on borderlines from the library to educate myself on a narcissistic, selfish son of a bitch attitude. And he says, your narcissism fucking goes way beyond what everyone else thinks. Rita talks on YouTube about it, it's fine, but you talk about your past all the time. Oh, when I was over, and then when no one listens to you because you want to ramble on about your bullshit, then you get angry. Like me and Dad were conversing about my husband, which I was married to his son. And yet we were having a time. Chloe didn't want to hear it. Well, Aaron's dead. Let's talk about me. My stimulus check and mine. And Dad's like, fuck you. Well, literally, Dad was like fucking, I don't know how I can explain it any better, but Dad was badass. You want a badass dad. You're looking at my father-in-law that looks like my husband, but older with gray hair and a balding spot. And, I just love Dad, he's pissed off at Chloe. Oh, yeah, Dad basically told him what to do. Literally, he always accepts Chloe as a woman, but he fucking had enough. I mean, literally, we're sitting there having a conversation New Year's Eve, and he says, listen here, you son of a bitch, little bastard. You won't grow up. You won't grow up. You fucking treat everyone like shit. And then you say you want mental help, but you don't. You're fucking playing everyone. You're a fucking scammer and a con artist. Why don't you go fucking scam someone else? He said, hell, maybe I should fucking report your ass for Social Security fraud. I mean, Dad was fucking really pissed last night and was laying down the law. And Dad had a basically breaking point last night when she was fucking ripping into me. I mean, literally. I mean, all I wanted to do was fucking relax, and enjoy my time with Dad. She should spending this time learning. Yeah, Dad said that. Dad said, if you want to fucking, this is what Dad said. Dad turned around. I'll tell you exactly what Dad said this morning. Let me use the restroom real quick. I'll tell you exactly what Dad said because I think you'll find it interesting. I'll tell you before I go to the bathroom. How's that sound? How's that sound, Ginger? So Dad turns around and says, look, you want to fucking do sewing? Read about your sewing machine for Christmas. You want to fucking learn how to fly fish? Rita got you fly fishing books to learn to fly fish. You want to get into photography? Me and your passion, Ginger. Rita got you books on it and got you camera and set you up. What do you fucking do, right? You're fucking letting Rita do it. You don't want to touch it. All you want to do is fucking whack the monkey, And Dad said, and you want to fucking claim that you're a fucking female, that you got a fucking invisible clitoris when you're a fucking man with fucking, he says, I've seen the pictures of your dad. I know you hate your dad because your dad passes better than you. Maybe if you'd act up and grow up and started behaving yourself, you'd get things done. He says, otherwise you're living in the darkness, and that's why God's not helping you. And then Dad snapped and said, Dad said, look, Rita's giving you all these things for hobbies, books, ways of doing things, sewing machine. All you want to do is either fucking whack the monkey or fucking play computer games. You don't even want to fucking do one dish. What'd you do? You fucking bought a dishwasher and said, here, at the suggestion of, and this is what I told Dad the other day, that suggestion of moderator Pee Wee, that, and he's like, so one of Rita's the loving mods basically recommended you authorize it. Now you won't fucking do it. He says, by the way, who's the son of a bitch cheap bastard that won't fucking buy the pellets? Rita's bought buckets and buckets of pellets. What are you doing? Oh, well, I don't really want the pellets because it's not money I want to spend. That's you don't even want to fucking buy a roll of paper towels. That's how fucking cheap you are. If you could fucking scam out Rita all over razor blades and shaving gel, you would. And basically say you're spending it on clothes. It was just the way it is. Hold on a second. Let me show you my arm, Granny. See if you can see this. See that? Right there? It's hurt like hell. There's a mark setting up. Basically tripped last night because Chloe left some crap out on the floor. Fell down, hit fucking a box, fell over, did this, and cracked us pretty hard. Told Dad about it. Dad was like, look what you do. You leave shit around and read that fucking whoa, and then Chloe threw a fit and said, well, I put me in a fucking group home. You think all I am is a fucking retard, but this fucking hurts like hell. Dad told me to take it easy. You see where the mark is. Goes down about good maybe 3 or 4 inches. Oh, I've been doing more. I got the living room clean, the halls clean, the bathrooms prepped. I still got to wash the floors in here, but the son of a bitch won't do anything. And you should see their room. They're fucking got enough room for a fucking open the door to squeeze in there. They don't want to fucking recycle anything. I told them the other day, Dad said, look, Rita asked you to take the garbage out. It doesn't take fucking 4 days. Well, I saw the brush, I can't do it. Rita got a laptop, Rita got... He's like, so you're going to fucking use the depressed card every time you don't get your way? He's like, grow up. You're a fucking man in a dress. Go into a group home. We don't need you here. Literally, Dad basically said, either, Chloe's like, oh, I could cook, so I don't need a group home. Well, you need a group home to be medicated. Well, I can medicate myself. Really? Otherwise, you wouldn't have thrown them all away and left Rita them basically scrambling. Dad said, I've talked to people. They've talked to people. They've talked to people. And they've looked up some information, and all comes back to you refuse services. Eventually, you're going to be jailed one day, and that's it. Well, I mean, literally, Dad even told her that last night. Dad said, look, Rita spent, this is how Dad said it, Grandma Ginger. Dad said, look, Rita fucking is running back and forth, pausing the movie, going back and forth, cooking. What are you doing? You're fucking bitching about shrimp. And Rita's cooking a prime rib, cooking fucking sides, cooking more sides, cooking more sides. And by the way, what's left in the sink is what's left. The entire sink's full. Our dishwasher's full, doing a load now. He says, you bought Rita a fucking dishwasher, but Rita's got to buy the pellets. And then, this is what I loved Dad last night because he was fucking badass. He said, and then, on top of this, he says, Rita, I'm sorry to ask you this out of love, but I need to know the fucking godforsaken truth. I said, okay, Daddy. I said, you want me to share it with you? He said, sure. So I sent him I shared a screen on Zoom because he was yelling at her. Turned around, he says to Chloe, so you're willing to fucking spend $500 for female clothing because you think you're more fucking woman than my fucking daughter who fucking gets up every morning and gets out, pays her bills online or whatever, makes a phone call, and yet you won't pick up your fucking pinky to go and at least deliver half of the electric bill. So Rita's got to pay $178. So let's just round it off, $180 this coming month, wintertime. $180. She says mine's 84. Yeah, yours is 180. Well, I need a bath every day, and I'm a real woman. I don't care if Rita stinks. When she wants a bath, I tell her, fuck you, go smell. I'm in charge. I'm the one. And Dad said, really, if you're in charge, then why is Rita looking to be evicted? And two is, why is it you're fucking raising the water tank, fucking not paying any of the electric bill, and yet Rita's bill is 180 between dishwasher and the fucking water tank. He said, if you keep fucking taking baths every day and draining the tank, there's not going to be any water left, and you're going to have to replace the tank. He says, the other thing is your bill's too high because your stove's failing, and they won't fix it. He says, but you don't care. All you care about your selfish, narcissistic attitude. I mean, Dad laid down the law. I mean, it was just fucking grandiose last night. And then Dad had his coffee, and he says, Rita, says, I love you, my daughter. Cheers. He had his coffee. I said, cheers, Dad. He's like, that little wanker's never going to fucking get a deal with me anymore. I'm going to fucking tell him what it is. He says, I thought, oh, yeah, this and that. But when Dad basically lost it, he lost, and not gonna wash dishes over there. Oh, I mean, I had to scrub the stovetop this morning, right? I literally told the fucking son of a bitch that this needs to be done. This needs to be. What the motherfucker do? Doesn't want to even do anything. I gotta go out as soon as I can and get a couple garbage bags, start filling up recycling boxes, cutting down some more boxes because the motherfucker won't do it. Dad told me to get it done. He said, the more you fucking do, the more you show that motherfucker is too fucking mental and needs a mental hospital. He doesn't care if rats live in this place as long as he fucking beats off his fucking stick and fucking plays his games. Dad said that's all the fucker cares about. He doesn't care how many fucking people he destroys to get what he wants. Which, by the way, Dad had another argument with him. That last part was fucking grandiose, too. Dad fucking lambasted him 8 ways from Sunday. Dad. It was me and Dad. We're talking about them. The fucking Chloe's family and fucking the mental clinic and everything. Dad basically lambasted. I call Chloe them. Not he, not she, them. Or sometimes I say he. But I told Dad I can't accept someone like that as a woman. But anyways, Dad turned around and said, let's talk about your ex-roommate, Chloe. And Chloe's like, oh, that motherfucker, that fat cow. The way I understand it, she dealt with you for 4 years and was severely abused and finally got rid of you by putting you on a bus to San Francisco or San Diego. Oh, yeah, well, that motherfucker, I'll get even with them. So you abused them, drained them financially, and didn't pay any bills except partial rent. And then when you were on the lease, because you were on the lease and they couldn't evict you, you took advantage of the lease situation. Well, Chloe basically had her own thoughts, but in the end, Dad basically said, so you're fucking mooch. And that was the end of it, but she finally stormed out so me and Dad could have a conversation without ears. Son of a bitch. I mean, I can't believe Dad. They even threatened my dad on Zoom last night. Dad's like, you know what? I'm calling fucking file a police report that you threatened me on Zoom because you can't get your fucking little way because you're a fucking little boy. Oh, that's what he is. Dad told him the same thing. Dad said, look it. This is what Dad said. Dad said, Grandma Ginger, Rita's bought you a sewing machine. Rita's bought you a fucking camera. Rita's got you lenses for your camera. Rita's gotten you everything that you could do for hobbies. What do? You sit there on fucking games and on internet. And then last night, you should have seen what they said, right? So Dad and I are talking. I said, so Dad, you want to do a watch party soon? Yeah, I'd love a watch party. Disney or whatever. I said, we'll figure something out. He's like, right on. I love doing movies with a kid. And then Chloe turns around and says, I need access to the Hulu and the Netflix and the HBO and the Stars and the Showtime and the, goes down the list, right? Dad said, buy them yourself. Well, Rita pays for them. I might as well just use them from her because I don't want to pay. And Dad says, pay them for yourself then. Because why should Rita give you the password? And she said, well, what about you? Why are you getting it? Dad said, because I look after my child and my daughter, and I give her presents. And one of the gifts she can keep giving me year round when she's busy is movies for myself. What are you offering? All you're doing is fucking beating the drum. I mean, literally, Chloe did not like that. I mean, asked me literally for the access codes, and Dad's like, why? Dad's like, I already have Hulu and Netflix anyways, but Showtime, HBO, Stars, Cinemax, whatever at Disney, Rita gave them to me out of love. She said, I can't afford a lot for Christmases, Dad, but what I can give you a year round. And Dad said that's something that Rita has the heart of gold for. She'll give me her access codes, and I am her family member. Well, I know. Last night she was the same way. Did you see yesterday? She fucking streams, sits out there and says, quit talking about me. Well, I don't talk about her that way, but you know what? She fucking told Dad fucking asked her the question, right? Well, what if your stimulus check doesn't come on January 4th? Chloe says, oh, well, I'm getting a laptop. And Dad said, Rita, what's the rules on stimulus checks? Will she get one in Direct Express? I said, yeah. Okay, she'll get one. I said, but it also depends on how the stimulus checks are delivered. He said, how was it delivered last time for Chloe? The last 2 times? Paper. He turned around and says, oh, so could it be a couple weeks? I said, yeah. Well, maybe the good Lord's telling you no computer. And Chloe fucking flipped her lid. It was on. If I didn't give my stimulus check to her on January, she was gonna make my life a living hell. And Dad said, "Okay, I'll call and let the sheriff know that your life is in danger if she doesn't get one delivered to her by, you know." And she's got to wait because of her computer. I mean, literally, now I'm supposed to. I mean, literally, I have to give mine up. Dad's like, look at Rita. Rita fucking bought shrimp, bought prime rib, bought fucking your mashed potato mix that you want, fucking gravy, au jus, which I used up half the au jus myself. And he's like, you didn't fucking touch any of it tonight. Oh, well, the meat was great, but it was just. And then Dad said, I bet you're going to waste that prime rib on the thing. And Dad says, you don't fucking leave it. I mean, you know what Dad said to her? Dad said, listen here, you son of a bitch, sack of shit. Rita wants you to be done with the prime rib. If you are, she'll put it in the fridge for her in the morning so it doesn't go to food waste. You wouldn't even fucking clean the fridge. Well, I don't know how. So Rita gets fucking diarrhea for 3 weeks because of severe food poisoning. Whose fault is it? Oh, well, not mine. It's Rita's fault for not cleaning. So you want to turn, and then Dad basically, one of the things Dad got mad about it says, you turn it against me, you turn it against Rita, you turn it against fucking everyone else, but you won't take responsibility. Dad basically has got a degree in psychology and psychiatry, so Dad basically was like, you know what, it's time to do the nuclear option, which I'm surprised they used that when what do you call it, Grandma Ginger, Cobra Kai, the nuclear option. Well, yeah, she needs a new computer for gaming. Her current computer is 6 years old. It's holding out, but with Chloe's temper, she basically fried him out. You do know she's destroyed 5 of my laptops. And Dad turned around and said, look, Dad turned around last night and finally had enough and said, if it wasn't for you, Chloe's like, what? We could have accessed my son's computer, the hard drive and everything, and see what was on it and make sure, there was no, things that, whatever. But no, you destroyed that. Then you destroyed my Lodge's computer that Rita repaired for me. You destroyed that. Then you destroyed Rita's other computer. Then not Rita's other computer. Then Rita's other computer. Then Rita's other computer. There's like 6 I had. And now Rita's down to 3. And then you destroy her last laptop. You destroyed because you kept ramming and going. And when I was in a wheelchair, hitting the curb and stuff, my computer hard drive completely shattered. Basically, the guy said you got to take the hard drive out, put in a new one. So what did I do? I got this, and then Chloe started basically hitting the table angrily, and the hard drive failed. within like 3 weeks, Lenovo had to put in new stuff and everything because it was failing. And Dad said, "You did that." Well, it was an accident. Everything was an accident. Dad's like, an accident. That's all you do is accidents. Dad said, Rita's entitled to this new gaming computer. You're not. You haven't earned it. And Dad said, "Look, Rita offered you $900 laptop. Just clean this place." She already was ready to. She had everything set up for it. You didn't earn it. She said by Christmas. What happened? Rita gets hers. You don't get yours. Rita's taking and picking up the slack now, getting things done. What are you doing? You're beating the monkey. And then she uses, "Oh, I'm so disabled." Dad said, "If you're this fucking disabled, go fucking to a group home because we don't want to hear excuses. I won't hear it." Rita's disabled, but you don't see Rita fucking not doing her chores. I mean, you know why Rita's doing the cleaning? Oh, because she wants to turn on the laptop and rub it in. No, dipshit, because she wants the fucking toilet in it to clean. Without this place clean, they can't replace the stove or the toilet because of your fucking laziness. Well, I don't think having a new toilet would be any beneficial. Oh, so it's okay to leave shit all everywhere and let Rita do. I don't know how to plunge. You don't know how to plunge. You fucking destroyed the vacuum cleaner. You don't know how to do anything. You fucking really need to live in a fucking mental hospital for life. That's what Dad said. You're not even worth. Dad basically said, she's not even worth society's time. I mean, I love Dad's attitude last time. I mean, literally, he had enough. He's like, New Year's. He's like, this year is the year we get rid of Chloe. Son of a bitch wants to sleep, let him sleep. He'll get a rude awakening one of these mornings when he's knocked on the door and I'm not around. With 10 minutes to pack. Because I'm not tolerating this shit anymore. I can't. I can't take the abuse. That's why I'm trying to get a hold of my advocates, Well, I use Excel. Well, the Excel equivalent. You do know there's a free program that you can get that you don't need to pay for Excel, which, by the way, I got to get my computer turned on soon. But Dad told me to wait till my new mouses come, which, by the way, Chloe got angry because I ordered some new mouses for my computers. And then when my mouses come, I will personally, So currently it is being prepared. So it's good. So they're preparing it right now. So Zero, you purchased 5 of these in the last, yada, yada, yada. You can't believe it's that cheap. I mean, they only allow me to buy 3 at a time, but you know what? 3's not bad. So that's what I bought, Grandma. I bought 3 replacement mouses. Yeah, I love, I love LibreOffice, don't you? I mean, there's an Open Office and Apache Office, Open Office and Libre, and I just can't complain. I love Libre. You know what I used to use for my computer failed? Something called MS Works. That was a knockoff of Libre, and I'm telling you, that was fucking badass. But now, so anyways, Grandma, I don't mean to vent, I'm not venting today, but I just gotta say it was an interesting conversation to have with Dad. I mean, literally Dad. And Dad told me if I really am in love with Hannah, don't let my family get me down. I mean, literally, Dad's like, you only live once. He says, I'll officiate the wedding if they don't want to do it. Fuck them. He's like, these people are fucking belittling you. I said, they're not belittling me. They're protecting me. And I told Dad, you can understand why. And he says, why? I don't understand if it's true love. Hannah's been gone out of her way. She's offered you a laptop. She hasn't offered me a TV, I told Dad, but, she's offered me a laptop. She's offered me the Roku Express, which I got one coming, by the way. She offered, she was like, oh, if I added this, I'd get you a mouse. Or she got me a blankie. She bought me Crocs, which, by the way, I don't even know if they're delayed, Let me tell you my story, Grandma, when it comes to software. I don't buy any. What I get is what I get. The only things I do is I download the games that I play that I paid for already onto Steam or Battle.net, and I play them there. That's why Chloe's angry. She knows I'm going to be playing Elder Scrolls 4. I got 2 new gaming controllers coming from my new PC too. So that's the other thing she's pissed about. I bought her a controller for Christmas. She's like, oh yeah, I can use this for Skyrim or Oblivion, but her computer can't run Skyrim, so she's pissed about it. She can run Morrowind. I'm like, why not enjoy playing a little Morrowind? Well, we're all entitled to shoes. I've always wanted a pair of hooker boots. Those thigh highs. My sister, my mom would not let me have it. She says that I don't have the build for being a whore. I was at a mall once in Everett. My sister looked at me, and we got plenty of shoes for me then. It was like, I got pumps and stuff. I always bought pumps, but my family, they always were like, what did you get? I said, oh, I got these pumps or these pumps or these pumps. I love these pumps, these pumps, these pumps. They match with my tights and stuff. And one day I said to them, I'd like a pair of hooker boots. My sister said, no, trannies wear hooker boots. Fucking trannies dress like whores. You don't want to dress like a whore. You're just a typical girl. Just live your life fully. Don't get a pair of hooker boots. Yeah, I know. And the only reason why Grandma Ginger wanted a pair of hooker boots is because I still have the DVD of Pretty Woman. One of my mom's favorite movies. I like that dress she wears, that gown. I just love it. But yeah, if you have HBO Max, right, Granny? You should check out Dangerous Sons if you haven't watched it yet. I keep telling you to check it out. It's on YouTube for free as well, but check out the Harrison Ford thing. I went to every channel last night. And they want to charge me $6 for a movie on Amazon. I was like, I'm not paying fucking $6. I went over and Dad's like, well, I want to see it. And I said, Dad, let me look it up. And I was like, hey, Dad, Netflix says it's on HBO. And he says, I don't have HBO. I said, yeah, but we just watched HBO. He says, oh, went over there and there it was. I said, okay, I'm going to watch it. Yeah, well, that's all right if you fall asleep. I mean, look, last night I fell asleep, Granny. Honestly, I'll tell you what happened with me, right? And this is where you're going to laugh, okay? You're going to laugh your ass off. I bet you're going to get a great chuckle this morning. We're starting out the new year. So last night I'm sitting there and I finished Cobra Kai. I get into my movie, Call of the Wild. I emailed Pee-wee. I told her, hey, if you haven't noticed, Cobra Kai Season 3's up. I didn't know it was up already. She hasn't emailed. So I assume our beloved sister Pee-wee, moderator Pee-wee, is watching Cobra Kai. Which, if that's the case, she's probably glued to it. The storyline is great. I like Season 3, Episode 3 and 4, where he actually goes back to Okinawa. It was awesome, Watching him go back to Okinawa and seeing my favorite characters. I watch Karate Kid 2 all the time. 1's good and 3's good, but, at the end of Season 3, they leave it hanging with Terry Silver coming back from Karate Kid 3. So the only thing they got to bring back then in Karate Kid 4 is Hilary Swank. But they don't know how they're going to do it because she's in Boston and they're in California. So, but you're ready for the joke. So, okay. So last night I'm drinking my whiskey and I keep drinking my whiskey. And Chloe's talking about wanting to kill cops and kill federal police and become a dictator. She wants to be a dictator. She said she'll sell fucking Washington, Idaho, and California to Canada and Montana and Idaho and any of the northern states. And then she was going to sell all the southern states of Mexico. And she says, I will be a fucking dictator. And it just made me laugh. I finally fell asleep. I was like, I'm not hearing this shit. This morning, I got an earful about, oh, you were sleeping, you ignored me. And I'm like, oh, well, who gives a shit? If you didn't know, Grandma, my aunt's Japanese. So I learned Japanese culture well. One of the things is if you don't get your homework, the older you are, the bigger the frying pan is on your ass. Okinawan is very good. Naha especially is great, I like the scene where he's sitting there and Kamiko's doing the oboe dance, in the shopping mall. It used to be Tomi Village became a shopping mall. Everyone's happy that it's a shopping mall now. And he's sitting there, and afterwards she looks up, she sees him, she's like, oh my God, you've aged. And he's like, oh my God, you came home, and they were just, and that's when he realized, he's in a bar, Chosen comes in and says, Daniel-san. He's like, oh my God. The guy tried to kill me, Kamiko, and she's like, you need to forgive. And finally he says, He's talking to him, and he said, at one scene, he's like, I forgive you. I truly forgive you. And he says, thank you. That means so much to me. It was just great. And then he learned the secret to Miyagi-Do that he didn't know, which is pressure points, you know. Yeah, well, Chloe was basically screaming and yelling at shrimp last night. I can't believe Dad put her in a place like, you didn't pay for the fucking shrimp. Oh, well, I'll pay her back. You never pay her back. You don't pay your bills either. You pay your rent, and you think Rita should be fucking cooking, cleaning, and doing everything, buying groceries. Mm-hmm. So I got the prime rib cut up and slapped so I can make a nice little prime rib dinner tonight and have some have some more Brussels sprouts shrimp tonight. I was gonna melt some butter and do some shrimp. That, of course, was like, the way it was. But yeah, it was just fucking funny, It was just fucking funny as hell, I tell you, Grandma. I mean, literally, Dad had it. Yeah, she had it coming. Dad had enough. And Dad turned around and said, "You know what? It's your attitude that fucking stinks that didn't get you Christmas dinner with the family." And then you wanted to, yeah. And then what did you do? You were supposed to be cleaning. Well, when I found out Rita got a laptop, I couldn't clean anymore. And Dad's like, "Well, you're a lazy son of a bitch." Which, by the way, I heard we have bad weather right now too. Better check the weather report. I was gonna go out today. Chloe's asked me, "Oh, it's gonna rain. I need my laptop." I mean, literally, Dad said you'll choose a fucking laptop, abuse fucking Rita. Let's see, we got a wind advisory until 7 p.m. this evening. 75-mile-per-hour gusts. I've been listening to the wind. Then we got a flood watch. So we're on flood watch detail around the area, which means the island could flood too. Special weather statement: rain 8 to 10 inches in western Washington. So 3 raining things. Yeah, well, I gotta get the dishwasher done. Once the dishwasher's done, I'm leaving too. I'm gonna take a bath. I'll be back after my bath, but my bath will be nice and comfortable. Or I could sit back, drink some whiskey, and watch TV, not giving a shit till dinner time. My dinner will be prime rib. I don't have to provide prime rib for her because she's sleeping. She'll be sleeping probably 8, 12 hours minimum. Then I'll do a little bit of cleaning too today, so you know how it is. But you need to get ready. I need to clean soon, bath soon, do my things. So I hope you enjoy your dinner tonight, Grandma. I really do. So, you know. But I apologize. Last night, Dad wanted the movie, and he finally had enough. That's why we took so long. Well, take your time, Grandma. I mean, literally. I mean, I can watch movies. I can watch TV. I mean, so but better get ready for your dinner tonight. What are you having, by the way, Grandma? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, she stayed up till like she was up 36 hours. She finally basically got mad and went to bed. I was actually having a conversation with her, an actual real conversation about the mental health guy. And she basically snapped, said, "Fuck this guy. This guy wants me in a group home. This guy I'm like, look, Chloe, I said, I can't take your abuse anymore. I can't take it." And Dad called her out and said, Rita's a heavy sleeper. You probably whacked her a few times too. I mean, I did this thing with with my arm right here. She didn't have any symptoms. She was like, but this morning she stubbed her toe and she's screaming and yelling and screaming and yelling. Last night I heard, and she didn't have any compassion. She's just like, "Oh," and this morning she's like, "What about me? I stubbed my toe," and I'm like, "What about my arm? Hurts like hell." And Dad called her a narcissistic bastard. She turned around and says, I'm not my fucking mom or dad. My mom and dad are narcissistic. I'm not." He was like, "Keep telling yourself that, you son of a bitch." Everything revolves around you. You don't think about other people. And you're right. She probably is fine. But fuck. So who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe I'll have a glass of bourbon, or after my bath, or after the dishes are all done, I'll have a glass of bourbon. So, anyways, enjoy yourself, Granny. When's the dishwasher done? Because that will be easy to do. I rinsed a couple pots out, and washed them out by hand so I could use them tonight for my sides. So, but I'm doing pretty well. So I'm happy. I'm a happy person. I should do some stream yarding with Cam today. That's one thing I'd like to do, is do some stream yarding with Cam and Sassy. You know, I feel well last night, but so Chloe's got to get her money order in the 5th because I'm stuck here on the 4th. Which, by the way, I can check UPS, find out where my package is. Because, those Crocs, I want to make sure they get delivered. Kind of pissed off at that. Hannah had paid shipping for express shipping. They fucking delayed it. And then they said on the phone they can't guarantee 2-day. For delivery, then it went back into transit. So it's in transit again. I was fucking pissed off at these bastards. Delay. Yeah, delayed because of whatever. Happy New Year, Dan. I sent your wife an email, and I hope she's watching Cobra Kai Season 3. I spent last night watching it all. I'll tell you a great story. I think episode 3 and 4, Season 3 was the best. And the end of 10 was great too, but I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. I got to tell you, it was great. So hopefully your lovely wife, Pee-wee's, actually watching it, Dan, because that TV show was great. I was looking for something to watch last night after Dad, and I looked over and I was like, Cobra Kai. And this is gonna be 5 hours. I'm already paying for Netflix. Might as well utilize, which reminds me, I need to check on my Direct Express, because I think I think Showtime was taken out, last night. So I need to check that out. Made sure that it was paid. They would have emailed me and said it wasn't approved again. So I think, because I'm not spending money. Nope. Amazon didn't take it out yet, or if they did, I don't see it. So let's see. Yep, Prime took it all out. Didn't even know it. Took it out last night when I was not even paying attention. So it's all good, man. So my streaming services are paid up. I only have Disney, Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon Pay. Yeah, I will. I gotta take a bath once the dishwasher is done, Brother Dan. So I will be back after my bath. Once the dishwasher is done, 30 minutes, I'll run the bath water, get done. I'll be back in about hour and a half. They do StreamYard, yeah. So hopefully people will tune in for it, including you. You're more than welcome, Brother Dan, So I guess if you come back, I'll give you the full update of what happened last night with Dad too. Dad was fucking pissed, Shout out to Grandma Me, Ginger. Dad let Chloe have it 8 ways from Sunday last night, literally, and said, "Look, you treated her like crap. It's time for her to get rid of you." Chloe didn't like that answer. So, but once my bath is done, my coffee's done, I will specifically do StreamYard. So you're more than welcome. I just need to make sure people want to join. yesterday. Last night, I told Dad outright, I did a Dan last night. I used your excuse. I said, Dad, Dan was right. And he's like, who's Dan? Dan's a moderator. Great friend of mine. Like a brother / father figure. And he said, what's the deal with Dan? Dan said people New Year's Eve, New Year's Day more likely won't be live because everyone's out getting drunk and shit-faced. Basically, and not even doing, because New Year's, everyone's doing something. So I was like, pfft. So yeah, well, I will be around later, so enjoy yourself. It was great last night with Dad. So Cobra Kai. I knew she was gonna watch it, so I'm glad she's enjoying herself. Hmm. I'll be back. Give me a second, everyone. It's coffee time and toilet time. I'll be right back. Toilet time first. Now I just gotta line up my clothes soon. Hey everyone, welcome back. So we don't have much to do. It's New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I mean. Telling you, last night was great. Didn't get too drunk, ignored Chloe. Chloe had it coming. Now the dishes are almost done. What do we got left in the dish pot? We got 16 minutes to go. Then I'll do another load. And then bath time, I'll wash up what's in the sink, put it in the dishwasher, and be ready to roll. My morning coffee is tasty as tasty can be, you know. Happy New Year to you too, Fumble. Hopefully you're doing all right. Like I said, I just can't fucking believe the shit that happened last night, you know. So I'll have to give me a little roasting pan so I can roast up some prime rib tonight. Take the piece out, cook it up, have some au jus with it. You know. I can't believe the electric bill is $178 fucking dollars, and I gotta pay it. Son of a bitch is like, oh, pay your bill. Really? No, you won't. Once all the bills are paid, I can send a gift card out to Hannah. She could use one. All the stuff she's been doing for me, I feel obligated. You know what, Chloe? Now, I was gonna order a couple games too online for my computer. New computer that's coming. How about doing that Monday? Order it, good to go. Dishwasher, like, gotta get some more pellets though before we run out. So that's another thing. I gotta order dishwashing pellets. I love that last night's answer with Dad, you know. So Dad turns around, right, and he literally says, he's like, glad you got your mouse's order. I said, yeah, well, you know, it's good, Dad, you know, it's good. And I told Dad about what I needed to buy, right? And Dad turns around and he says, he's like, you'll have everything ordered that you need, you know. Oh, which reminds me, while we're talking, I need to check on paper towels. See if Amazon has paper towels. There we go. Is this available? Nope. Not available. So I can't get it right now. I bought Bounty. I can only get 3 though, so. But that would keep me stockpiled for a while, you know, because that's one of the supplies that we need, you know. And Dad was like, I don't see you buying anything. Well, I need more money for clothes. I'm a real woman. He's like, so you'd rather put everything on Rita because you think Rita is fucking stupid. So tonight's dinner is going to be prime rib, shrimp, and Brussels sprouts. So I'll saute up some shrimp, you know, butter sauce, cook it up, be a happy-go-lucky little camping woman, you know. And then when I'm done with the dishes, I'll just put them in the dishwasher and run in the dishwasher again, you know. Once I'm done with mine. Then when she gets up, she'll be like, I'm hungry. I want shrimp. I want mashed potatoes or gravy. Oh, yeah. Mm. So I still got a ham and a turkey and a prime rib to munch on and 8 legs of lamb and a few other things. I got to get some seasonings soon too, so I can get my seasonings restocked. That's the other thing. Everything costs money, you know. Yet I got to restock for winter time. And yet Chloe doesn't want to restock anything. She thinks eating canned beans and my raviolis will do us some good. But when those run out, then what? We have to restock again. And she thinks the government's just going to rubber stamp another stimulus check. So you know how it is. So, soon I will have to choose my underwear and my socks. I'll be wearing this again, by the way. I don't like getting out of jammies unless I have to. Fresh underwear and fresh socks, nice bath. Using my new shampoo I bought, which is Pantene, which, you know. And that other reason the electric bill so high is because Chloe takes a bath every day. Bath every day, shower secondary. Water bill we don't have to worry. We're probably one of the few people in the building who use more water than anyone. So, anyways. So last night, Dad was sitting there and he saw me scratching my hands. He says, "Quit scratching that." I'm like, "But it's itchy." And he's like, "I don't care." So I can't believe it's already January again. January. New year, new beginning. Every year is a new beginning, you know. So, yep, Cobra Kai knew she. That's why she wasn't emailing me. Pee Wee wasn't emailing me. She's addicted to Cobra Kai. I was addicted last night to it, but I just couldn't pass up when I saw it was available. I was like, you know what? I'm paying for Netflix. Might as well use the damn thing. Hulu, I basically have been using it for Elementary and a few other shows, but my cousin, she's addicted to Borgias. I think she's like on season 2 already or something, but she went camping this weekend, so she's El Capitan. Where is my phone, by the way? It's over there. I always check for Instagram. It helps me out so I can maintain Instagram. There we go. Talking to Chloe's ex-roommate. So me and Chloe, his ex-roommate, we're talking about some stuff, it was funny. We're conversing about, hey, this is a cute girl. Tranny. Sometimes you see these ones. What the fuck is that? Oh well. Anyways, it's just funny. Good morning, Sassy. I was gonna do StreamYards after my bath today. What kitchen? The kitchen's already clean, man. All the countertops are done. Except for that little covered space there where Chloe spilled some spaghetti, but otherwise the entire kitchen's clean from around the corner. The only thing that's not clean is the sink, and the sink's being emptying daily, as you know, with the dishwasher. I'm running the dishwasher now. I already prepped the bathroom, so it's ready to be cleaned too. So if you want to say I'm not cleaning, I'm doing more fucking in this place than you can see than not. I mean, I got to clean this corner up, but otherwise, this entire area here is completely clean. I mean, literally. Hell, I even cleaned the stove top again today. Wiped it down, made it shiny as new again. All because I was cleaning, Sass. The only thing that isn't dirty is clean. I better take some of this too today. Is what's in the sink? Sink's filled because I was using it last night for other things. You know, made 4 loads of dishes last night after dinner. The house is about 65% clean by my hand, Sassy. So what you think is dirty is not dirty. I even did the fridge cleaning too, so I've been busting my ass off, Yeah. Well, look, Sass. Let me explain why there's dishes, okay? Before you go and say, "Ooh, there's dishes," simple. Let me give you an answer why there's dishes. Because the dishwasher is still running its cycle. When it's done, I will let the steam out of the dishwasher. I will let it drain, and then I will load up the next batch after I put the dishes away. Then I push a button again, and the sink's empty again. And yes, when I do StreamYard, I will drink if that's what you wish. Probably need it anyways because it's New Year's Day, and the fact that everything's awesome. With Chloe sleeping, I'm going to do StreamYards after my bath because, well, I can. And it'd be fun. Or, if no one wants StreamYard Sass, I will go and take a movie time. So, the sink has not got many dishes. If you didn't know, there's three plates, a glass, two cups, a metal thing, and this. And then this here is dirty because I just made powdered milk, which, you know me and powdered milk, this needs to be clean too, so I'll be washing this up. Is there any more shot glasses? I know Chloe took one of the shot glasses last night. Mammy took your shot glass? What was the reason for it? She took the shot glass, Moppy, because she wanted to fucking, I don't remember what she wanted to do. I think it was something dumb. Anyway, I was trying to find out where my shot glasses went. Because I know I had a whole stack of them, but with Mommy Chloe, she'll move them everywhere. Mommy Chloe's mean. Shot glasses. No, they're probably stuck somewhere where I can't see them. She doesn't want me having shot glasses. That's the other thing. I can wear this mountain drink when I get done. Oh, here we go. You see? This isn't my favorite one either. Your favorite one? Yeah, I have a favorite shot glass. You know that, Bob. My favorite shot glass. I don't know where she put it. Probably with my luck, she broke it. Didn't tell me. What was it? You know, the one that says, I drink to make people more. I drink to make people more interesting. What's that over there? Shot glasses. See, my shot glasses are all here, but Chloe doesn't. She hides them from me. There we go. Let's see. I got avoid hangover, stay drunk. Las Vegas. My tin cup from when I drink tin cup bourbon. They gave a shot glass. I don't have a drinking problem. I'm very thirsty. My husband gave me that one. And this one, it says, smile, you're drunk, Las Vegas, which we got from a friend. And then my husband bought this one for me, which I will use today. It says, I drink to make other people more interesting. There you go. Yeah, well, ask whatever you want. Like I was trying to explain to Sassy, he thinks I'm got a dirty kitchen because my sink's full. That's why the dishwasher is running right now. I ran the dishwasher while getting on here. So, what's your question, Ron? My husband got me this one a long time ago. I used to sit there on the porch drinking whiskey. I remember one time had an accident, so hubby drained all my bourbon down the drain. It was like 50% off bourbon sales at the time. Hey, boo boo. Oh, Chloe, that needs to be cleaned, you know. See? There we go, Sassy. Done. What's your question, Ron? There we go. See? Now I can get the rest of the dishes put in the dishwasher when that's done. When I get done with my bath, I can just put everything away and then done. So what is it, Ron? Oh. Hold on. Ugh. I'm talking to Hannah too by messenger, and Hannah said she was drunk. I don't know. Sometimes people get 144 extra. It means that their Medicare payment, Medicare, if she has Medicaid from another state, then they could have basically gave her the Medicaid premium too. I mean, I don't know. All I know is I get deducted 149 out of my check every month for the next year for Medicare premium. So she could have her Medicaid premium, Medicare premium, you know. So that's your question. And guys, I was going to be back in about an hour or so because I got to take a bath and then I was going to do StreamYards. When I do StreamYards, I was going to line up StreamYards for us all as well as talk, have everyone else who wants to join. And then, two, is I can start dinner soon and enjoy my Jim Beam, which, by the way, Dad was impressed last night about that. No, well, sometimes they'll give it to you for several months and then they'll take it all out once. Trust me, I've had that happen to me in the beginning. My husband and I basically had like 4 or 5 months taken out and then we had to pay it back at once. So we were basically hurting. So after a while in this state, they just don't give it anymore. Uh, deer foams. I like my deer foams. These are really nice. Yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, I mean, literally last night was real hoot last night. So, like I was telling Grandma Ginger before she left, she wants to join StreamYards if she ain't tired as well. So I want to get everything moving along so I can get on StreamYards to StreamYard with Cam and Sassy and Hannah and anyone else who wants to join. Dan wants to join too. So, but last night I got to tell you, because I know Hannah, I think, drunk. She said she's drunk. So basically, last night I was getting drunk last night too. I was just telling Hannah. So what happened was Chloe was going in about wanting to be a half pint tin pot dictator, and I turned around and told the motherfucker to fuck off. Chloe said, "Well, you can't do that to me." I said, "Yeah, I can. You fucking said it at the grocery store. I'm telling you, fuck off." I finally passed out. I just didn't want to listen to son of a bitch. And you know what? Then Chloe told me I must have been the most coldest person in the world. I fell asleep on my bed. When I got up, I decided that it was cold then, and I climbed into my bed, which, by the way, I have two comforters, so I was nice toasty. Yet, you know how it is. I enjoyed my sleep last night. And I had the most beautiful little baby boy with me, too, Moppy. He was just sleeping with me. So, but you guys, before I go, I got to go do a couple things. So I'm going to leave this up while my bath water runs. And then when I'm done with my bath water, I will log off and then come back on StreamYards for you all. So I apologize for last night for some of you hanging around waiting for me. I had to do a movie with Dad. We watched Wonder Woman 84. And then afterwards, I watched 10 episodes of Cobra Kai. And then I fell asleep during Call of the Wild on HBO. So I'm getting my money's worth at streaming services. I can tell you, except for the Pokemon channel. I haven't watched one episode of Pokemon yet. It's so damn busy. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna put my jammies on when I get back in and then relax with some whiskey. So, anyone have anything to say? Oh, Hannah does. So last night, my dad called Chloe a narcissistic son of a bitch, self-centered son of a bitch. I thought that was the fucking funniest thing that Dad said yet. So, let me get my water brand now. As I said, when I'm done, bath time. So I gotta thank Pee Wee for the nice fluffy towels. These fluffy towels are so nice. So, anyways, I gotta tell you. So last night, Dad literally let. I'll talk about StreamYard, but for some of you that are waiting for me to get my bath done to do StreamYard, I'll tell you what Dad had. Dad did. So last night, I make prime rib. The oven is not working right. So Dad turns around and said, "Your electric bill is $180 because your stove's reheating, preheating, reheating, preheating. All this crap keeps going in and out, and it ain't staying consistent. So I'm paying more." Clay's like, "What's my problem? I just want my prime rib." And Dad says, "Yeah, you selfish son of a bitch. You want your prime rib, but you won't pay the electric bill. You owe $80 for you to pay it. I don't want to pay it. No, $90, I should say. Doesn't want to part with $90 fucking dollars. The dad was like, look here, you narcissistic son of a bitch. You read about shrimp. You want it all for yourself. Well, I love shrimp. And he's like, buy it yourself, then you cocksucking son of a bitch. Go to a store and buy some. I mean, dad's like, you read already was nice. I $30 bottle of rum. What more do you want, you know? And literally, dad just fucking laid down the law. It was like, listen here, you little son of a bitch. That's what dad said. You're annoying. You're obnoxious. You don't clean. You don't cook. You don't do anything. Dad said, look at you. Rita made a big meal. You know, so he didn't even offer to pick up a dish. So then dad turns around and he says to her, listen here, you son of a bitch. Rita cooks, Rita cleans. You've been given 9 months to clean. You didn't do it. The house is 65% clean. Looks a lot better. Rita's got recycling in the bathroom, dude. What are you fucking doing? Beating the monkey. Oh, well, you know, I got this fear. You're not female. You're a man in a dress. Dad's like, you're a fucking man in a dress, expects to be treated like princess when you're a mentally ill son of a bitch that uses your mental disability. And then dad said, look, I'm going to fucking report your ass to Social Security because you're a fucking con artist. Oh, they would flip their lid. Dad's like, look. Dad's like, Rita cooks, Rita cleans, Rita does everything. What do? You eat shit. There we go, see? And then Brother Sassy was asking me why there's too many dishes in here. Well, that'll be answered in about a couple minutes, dude. Because while my bath water's running, I'm doing this. He's like, oh, there's too many dishes in the sink. Well, there won't be for long, dude. You see how hard I'm doing this? Someone tells me I seem to be lazy. You don't see me being lazy at all, man. I'm fucking busting my ass. See? You see, the problem is this. Here we go. See? Dish is done. What do we got left in the sink? One pot? Come on, dude. All done. So what we do now is we rinse this out like this. I check the water level in my thing like this. What the fuck is wrong with the door, man? Oh, this. What the fuck? Oh. No. You fucking stuck in there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the meat fork. I didn't see the meat fork. There we go. There, see? People think I'm lazy and I do more for fucking my community than most people. So my water will need to cool a couple minutes before I climb in it, but Sassy was saying that the dishes needed to be done, let me see. Hey Rita, Happy New Year. Let's see, that's what she thinks too. Would she be getting that every month? I'm going to keep my comment. Oh, well, you can not keep your comments to yourself. Please feel free to share your comments, Ron. Okay, so gotta let that water cool a couple minutes because it is piping hot. And so I got a couple more minutes with you, but feel free to comment. No, most raises are only at 1.3% of cost of living. So, for example, I got $29 per month on 2 checks. That's it. So that was it. We don't get, uh, I mean, literally, Sassy, you're like, oh, well, the dishes need to be done. Look, as I said, the dishwasher was in use. Now there's only one thing in the kitchen sink left, and that's that thing. I mean, there's not much. An entire dishwasher, eats, shits, jacks off. Yeah, and that's the thing. Doesn't even know how to use a plunger. That's the fucking problem. Plunger's fucking doesn't know how to plunge. Doesn't know anything. Just fucking bitches about it. Bitches about it. Literally. Demands. Dad let her have it last night. I mean, if you look at this, right? So Dad literally had a heyday with her last night. I got to tell you. So Dad turns around, right? I want to tell this story. I'll tell it again when I get on StreamYard, but I'm feeling generous today. So, and it's the New Year, so I want to tell you the story. So Dad turns around last night, and Dad says to her, him, them, it, says, you are one narcissistic, self-centered son of a bitch. And Chloe says, no, that's my mom and dad. And he's like, no, that's you. You're jealous that your dad has a vagina. You're jealous that your dad passes better than you. You're jealous at everything. And yet, you won't fucking pick up and do anything. You're more interested in buying girl clothes, while Rita's worried about getting everything put together for winter stockpile. Oh, well, I need a computer. Rita's got a grand. But Rita can't use her computer because she needs a new mouse, which you didn't want her getting mouses, but today she ordered 3 mouses. Well, and then I said to Dad, well, I got to order some dishwashing pellets. That's about $40. He's like, see, Rita's ordering more dishwashing pellets to keep the house functioning. And what are you doing? Not spending a dime. You're more focused on buying your own junk. Well, literally. And then Dad said, look, He fucking yelled at her, threw a scream, called me names, threatened me. He says, when I get off the phone, I'm calling my own police office, the police department where I live. He's in Ohio. And then I'm going to be calling the sheriff to protect Rita. Because we shouldn't be tolerating some little son of a bitch telling Rita that she's got to cough up $40 in shrimp because you don't. Well, I'll pay her back. And Dad's like, really? You'll pay her back when you bought 8 salami sticks off of Rita's money and you didn't pay her back? And then he's like, Rita, what's the electric bill? I said, oh, that's $180, Dad. Once pay. And he's like, look at here, you selfish son of a bitch. Rita pays and pays and pays. What do? You fucking don't do anything. Last month, you didn't buy any presents for your family because you fucking ate out a lot and bought clothes. Well, I needed the winter coat. Really? And Rita doesn't? You think Rita could stay in her house 24/7? And then she's got to wear, when she goes out, she's got to wear a fucking, what do you wear, Rita? I wear a bra, I wear a t-shirt, I wear a sweatshirt, I wear a second sweatshirt, I wear a fucking coat with a hood, and then I got a crappy pair of gloves. He's like, Rita's got to wear all that to stay fucking warm while you're fucking spending money left and right. I mean, Dad let her have it 8 ways from Sunday. I mean, he literally basically said, look, what Rita needs to get this month is restocks, and you're not even offering. All you want to do is say you'll pay her back. He's like, you don't pay her back for nothing. And then he said, look around, you fucking cunt. And Dad's like, you are a fucking little bastard. You're calling fucking people spicks, wops, and beaners because you hate them. You're a racist son of a bitch. And yet you're turning around and attacking people. And then you attack me and Rita because I'm fucking defending my daughter. I'm defending my daughter with my life. She may be my daughter-in-law, but she's still my daughter, and she loved my husband, and my husband loved her. Her husband loved her. You're a fucking asshole. Ooh, and he's like, look, you can't fucking plunge the toilet. You need a group home. You can't fucking cook. Oh, I could cook just simple things. Right. But you cook things and then you fucking expect Rita to clean up your fucking mess because you think you're a fucking woman when you're a fucking man in a dress and you're a fucking thinking you're a princess when you're not. Rita's not a slave. Rita's not a slave to be fucking used and abused and tossed away. Rita's got feelings and a heart. And a gold heart at that. And you're sitting there fucking dictating. Rita fucking spent, well, how long did it take you, sweetie? I said, it took about 7 hours. The oven's fucking failing for the prime rib. He said, 7 fucking hours. And what did you do? She got everything prepared. You didn't even fucking use the au jus. You fucking threw a fucking shit fit when you didn't want the prime rib out for 12 hours, so you cut off your own slices. Yet Rita doesn't want fucking food poisoning on a $300 Wagyu prime rib because you're a fucking dick. Oh, well, yeah, I didn't think food poisoning had any effect. And he's like, yeah, Rita had to clean the fucking fridge because you won't do it. You're a fucking nasty son of a bitch. Vacuum cleaner breaks, you don't even have the heart to go buy a new one because you broke it. In, Dad let her have it. Fucking 8 ways from Sunday. I mean, he would not let up. He was just fucking resilient. He's like, listen here, you son of a bitch. You won't buy the printer and ink paper because that's Rita's projects. You won't buy Ziploc bags because you're a tight son of a bitch. You won't buy shave cream, shampoo, and conditioner because that's Rita's job because you don't want to fart with a fucking dime. You steal all Rita's fucking tobacco. You steal Rita's fucking razors. You fucking won't buy Cascade dish pellets. Rita's got to replace raviolis because keep eating those. You got to fucking replace the fucking paper towels, yet you won't fucking do that either. Rita's got to do everything. And what do? You're fucking sitting there in your room, let the door closed, you won't even clean your room, which Rita can barely get in there. And you hide all Rita's fucking chips, which if it isn't fucking cheese flavored, you fucking eat it. Well, I thought they were mine. And Dad's like, listen here, you son of a bitch. You keep stealing. I'm going to fucking report you to Adult Protection Services, and I'm not letting up until they fucking put you in a group home because that's where you fucking belong, or a mental hospital. You want help? Rita talked to you about help? They offered you help, but you could take that $600 stimmy check and do it. Instead, you want a fucking computer. The computer's more important, but you won't earn anything. You want fucking Rita to keep supplying and supplying and supplying. What did Rita do last night? She bought you a bottle of rum. You fucking belly ached about fucking Rolaids. Rita got you a big jar of fucking Rolaids mint. You didn't like the flavor. This is what Rita does for you. Rita doesn't sit there and say, "Oh, when you leave the store to buy your fucking salami, you don't say, "Oh, do you need anything, Rita?" No, you just go and do it for yourself. You don't sit there and say, "Oh, Rita, do you need them?" No, it said. I mean, last night I told Dad I'm gonna have to make milk today, and Dad's like, "Why don't you once in a while get her some milk when you're in town?" Rita pays and pays and pays, but no, you don't want to fucking part with a dime. So Rita's got to fucking spend fucking 10 minutes making up the powdered milk, putting it in the glass jar, disinfecting some other jars, filling the water back up, putting it in the fridge, cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the living room, cleaning the halls, cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the office. What are you doing? You're living in a fucking pig. And then he said, "Look at here. It's common fucking sense. Anything blocking a baseboard heater is a fucking fire hazard. But you think it's okay to burn down the fucking apartment because you're a selfish, narcissistic son of a bitch that don't care about anyone, and then you won't pay the bill, the electric bill. And then you want to fucking say Rita's an asshole. Well, it was on low. It doesn't matter if it's on low. It's a fire hazard, you son of a bitch, till you clean and reorganize and eat up all that shit and stuff and put your clothes and hang them up in the closet. You can't hang them. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be here much longer. So you leave a mountain of 8-foot high clothes or whatever because you can't pick it up. I mean, Dad literally fucking let her have it 8 ways from Sunday. And in the end, it was beautiful, man. It was fucking beautiful, I tell you. She fucking had it coming to no end. I mean, literally, I've never seen a dad so proud. Me so proud of Dad. Well, I'm at it, Ron. Before I go, because the water needs to cool, I'm gonna have a shot with you, okay? So yeah, Dad fucking let her have it 8 ways from Sunday, and then said, "Look, you didn't pay her back for the 8 salamis." Well, I didn't. And then Dad finally said, "Look, you're hiding the fucking receipts. You're hiding the receipts. You're fucking stealing from me. Rita's been out 10 cans of dip this last month." Or this month or whatever, and then he says, "You fucking steal her dip, you fucking steal her cigarette coupons, you fucking stole her fucking, whatever, you fucking steal, and you keep using I'll pay you back." No, you ain't paying anyone back. You're a fucking freeloading sponge that wants to get away with everything. You are, sir, the most disgraced in the autistic community. If you are autistic and you're a fucking man in a dress. And Chloe fucking literally blew her stack. And Dad's like, "You know what? I can call the crisis team and let them commit you tonight because you're threatening your life because you're a little fucking panty waste." Dad's like, "I'm standing here defending my daughter because she's being fucking mentally abused by you because you're a fucking useless freeloading bum. Can't use her new computer. Can't open her Christmas presents. Gotta fucking buy shampoo and conditioner. Rita said the other day you took 3 of her razors. Why? Well, I didn't think she'd notice." Really? Rita fucking had to order fucking 4 packages. You touch one of those fucking razors, I will fucking personally prosecute you for theft. And I will report your ass to APS because you are a fucking thief. You don't want to pay for anything. Literally, Dad fucking let her have it. Well, I did buy a 2-liter soda. Oh, yeah. She gives you a bottle of rum and you buy her 2-liter soda. Praise the Lord. You're a fucking cheapskate. Eats shits, jacks off. Exactly. So, Dad let her have it pretty much 8 weeks from Sunday. I might just wait for this till I get back because no one's commenting and I should take a bath. If you guys are commenting, that'd be a different story, but better answer Hannah before I take my bath. Ugh. I mean, literally, I just had fucking enough. And last night, Dad had enough. Dad's like, "Look at here, you little self-centered, narcissistic tin pot dictator." Anyways, I better go take a bath so I can get done. I'll be back. I'll finish my jug as soon as, or I'll have a shot when I get back from my thing, since no one's commenting, but you get the idea. So, anyways, I'll be back. Could for a couple months. So, anyways, I gotta get my bath in. So please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, like, subscribe buttons, hold some funding for your family, including your dogs, cats, your bunnies, service dogs. Hit the like, subscribe buttons, hold some fun for your family, including your dogs, cats, service dogs. Thanks for watching. Hold on. Let me answer this real quick. Good for Dad. What did she say? Did she say shit? Oh, yeah, she fucking literally called him a bastard and said, you don't know anything. My family's the narcissistic one. Yeah, I'm glad you're still here, Ron. I'll have that shot after all. So she turned around and called my dad a selfish bastard. And Dad said, look at you. You won't let her fucking use her new computer because you're jealous. You won't let her open the fucking presents. She offered you 9 months fucking clean. Instead, So, look, I got a bathwater run done, okay? I gotta let it cool a couple minutes, but I'm still here because I want to have the shot with you, okay? Then I need to take a bath. I mean, literally, she turned around, and fucking tried to defend, saying, oh, she'll pay her back. Dad said, look, it's not your job to take Rita's food. She says, you're taking Rita's food. You're fucking eating it. You won't let Rita have her ramen. You won't let Rita have her beans. You won't let Rita have her Chef Boyardee's. You won't let Rita have her mac and cheese that could have expired and she could have diarrhea from it. You won't let Rita access her other foods. You ate all of Rita's fucking hamburger helper, and then you're sitting there thinking all is good. I mean, literally, Dad's like, look at here. I should fucking report you for fucking abuse. You're abusing my child so much that you're fucking sitting there with your thumb up your ass, basically thinking everyone owes you. Dad said, look, Rita gave you hobbies, sewing machine, camera, video games, all this. What do you want to do? Gaming. You don't want to sit there and do anything else. You just want to fucking sit there and fucking blah, 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 with the jacking off. That's a good term for it. That's all they do. Jack off. This is my 2-liter. I got some cans I could use tonight, but once the cans are gone, I mean, literally, Dad said prime rib could have been tainted if it wasn't for fucking Rita cleaning the fridge. What did you do? Oh, I had to go to town for tobacco. So Rita's job is to fucking do everything you won't do, and because if Rita doesn't, then Dad turns around and says, you know what? Dad turned and said the worst thing that flipped her tank is the more Rita does and the less you do and the less you pay your bills, the more likely you'll end up with a fucking payee and you'll be in a group home because you can't take care of yourself. We use the word no, you fucking flip. She basically said, don't do this or I'm going to kill myself and la 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 la, told Dad she was going to kill herself. Dad said, I'll call the crisis team. You're threatening a knife because we use the word no. See, so does Phil. I'm just going to do this. No, well, look, I'm going to stay here for a couple minutes. I got a bath, okay, but the water is piping hot, so you guys get me. So, she turned around, Hannah's probably listening to the whole thing. Dad basically let her have it. By the way, does anyone like my glass? My husband got it for me. It says, I drink to make other people more interesting. Okay, back to the story. So, your question, Ron, was Dad let her fucking have it. Literally, Chloe fucking tried to defend herself by justifying everything. That's if you fucking make excuses to justify everything. You justify the excuse you can't clean because you're too depressed. Well, if you're depressed, go to a mental hospital, get medications. Because if that's the only way you're going to get better, go there and stay there. Don't come back. Oh, well, 45 miles up. Rita could ship your shit to you. And if you don't trust her, then fucking leave. Rita doesn't trust you. You fucking take and take and take and take and take. But you don't give. You won't even fucking pick up a fucking thing to use a toothbrush to clean the fucking area. She's a fucking, I mean, literally. I mean, I gotta take a bath, but I'm telling you, this was just fucking bad. And you know what? Even Hannah knows if I was cooking dinner for Hannah. At least Hannah would say, Hannah and Brad, if they were both having dinner, they'd be like, oh, we're gonna do the dishes for it. Fucking son of a bitch sits there and goes, oh yeah, that's my dinner. Rocking back and forth. And it's like, Dad fucking let her have it too. Let them have it. Saying, look, you son of a bitch, you don't even offer. You fucking let Rita cook and clean and everything. Rita's fucking stressing her heart out. All you do is fucking sit there. You're a man. You'll always be a man. You think you're entitled. You're not entitled shit. I mean, literally. I mean, literally doesn't even offer it. Then I said to Dad, did you hear the story the other day, Dad? Dad says, no. And Dad said, what was it? I said, the other day I was on YouTube. And Dad said, really? You're always on YouTube. And I was making dinner. Yeah, you're always making dinner. And I asked Chloe 5 days ago, 4 days ago, 3 days ago, every day, take the trash out. Chloe refused. So I finally pulled the bag out, took it outside. Dad turns around and says, so the garbage has been not taken out for 5 fucking days. They won't even fucking take the recycling out. They're so depressed. New computer and everything. Dad turned around and said, pony up to what you need. My family wants this to end. They think it's a nightmare. And they're right. They're fucking literally right. It's a fucking nightmare, I tell you. I mean, literally. Chloe says that her ex-roommate claims that they were a couple. Her ex-roommate's answer is, sorry, we're not an item because I don't date abusive motherfuckers. I mean, I just, literally. Anyways, no more comments, so better finish the soda up soon. But yeah, there's your answer. Literally your answer was simply, that the motherfucker, Dad had it. Yeah, Dad basically said you won't fucking recycle, you won't fucking cook, you won't clean. I mean, Dad's like, the living room looks great. And I said, yeah, I did it myself. Well, why don't you do it, Clay? Oh, I'm so depressed. Dad's like, you know what? The more Rita does, the more likely you'll end up in a group home because you can't fucking take care of yourself. Well, I'm so depressed. Everyone treats me like shit. And he's like, really? You treating me like shit? You're treating Rita like shit? You fucking told the management company to fuck off. And yet you want fucking sympathy when you're well, I'm a woman. I mean, Dad asked me last night. You guys didn't hear this story. I forgot to tell you. I'm walking along, right? Coming back from groceries, right? So I met Chloe at the gas station, like she asked. I went into the pharmacy and did all my stuff with the 3 stores. And I'm walking home, and Chloe's like, I'm an intersex. I'm hermaphrodite. I knew I was at 10 years old. I had periods. And I'm on the rag. I'm on my period. And she was going on and on and on for fucking 2 miles about how she's a real woman and everyone else is fake women and genetic women that give birth are fake women. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, do I got to literally listen to this all the way home? I'm already on the rag. My cycle's almost ending. And yet I'm hermaphroditic. And yet the son of a bitch is sitting there telling me that oh yeah, my mom never accepted me. I don't know why, but I'm getting my name changed. I'm going to be really called Chloe. And I'm going, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I gotta walk from here to here home while you're fucking talking about transitioning and how you're truly a female and oh yeah, gender identity I've known all my life. And I'm going, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm thinking to myself, when I get home, I'm opening this whiskey. Fuck this shit. I mean, literally, how many fucking people think that, I mean, it was the way I felt. It was like, I'm being fucking abused, And she's sitting there, sitting there talking about fucking whatever. And then there's people who think I abuse Chloe, but what does Chloe do? Fucking, you tell someone thinks that Chloe's being abused because I'm holding it. Really? Chloe wants to go home. All Chloe's got to do is do it. But no, Chloe doesn't want to leave because Chloe wants to fucking abuse people. She wants everything to be twisted and psychoed of her. Her old mom basically sits there. I've written her mom many times. Her mom doesn't want to deal with it, Anyways, I'm telling you, it's just a bunch of ball-washing bastards, Literally. I mean, I don't know what to do anymore, literally. Do you guys know? Because I don't. I mean, the only thing I can do, and Dad turned around and said, look, restraining order comes down the pipe, you're only a fucking blame. Tell the fucking grocery store to fuck off. And then, then you turn around and you attack me and Rita. And you attack Rita for fucking... Because Rita said your au jus up, and you didn't want to touch it. Then you told Rita to fucking put the prime rib on the stove for 12 hours. Rita's not wasting $300 because you're a shit for brains that don't have any concept of food prices. Oh, well, I don't think food poisoning would happen in beef. Dad's like, you are a fucking moron. It's gonna take Rita an hour at least to cook it once she gets the leftovers done for tomorrow. And yeah, then they threw a fit about how all the shrimp's their shrimp. Dad's like, all the shrimp's your shrimp if you fucking buy the shrimp. So, anyone will have any more comments, because that glass needs to be disposed of before I fucking take a bath. So if I have to have another shot, throw a comment in there. Otherwise, hold your peace till I get back from StreamYard. I want to hear you guys before I go. Oh, by the way, not that anyone cares, but last night, this morning, Chloe stubbed her fucking toe and she was crying and screaming, telling me I needed to comfort her. Last night, you see this mark right here? I heard my arm go and it hurts. Literally fucking hurts. I'm a soldier. I can take the pain. Son of a bitch had no fucking sympathy for me. Give me a moment. I gotta take a dump and then I'm gonna finish this soda up and then I'm taking a bath. So I'll be right back, people. Anyways, better finish up what I'm doing, and I'm taking a bath, So, gotta put this in the dirty hamper when I get back. The other thing is, that son of a bitch, I can't believe that, Can you guys? Literally, I just can't believe it, I know Ron wants me to stay, but you know what? I'll be back soon, and you can join us on StreamYard, Ron. Just better not be a Joe Gill. That'd really piss me off. Drinking a little early, as Chloe would say, but you know what? I could use it after what Dad did, and I'm talking to you guys. So Dad turned around, literally let her have it. I mean, how many fucking people out there, would fucking turn around and literally fucking slam someone for not even offering dishes? Oh, that dishwasher's good. And then Dad's like, well, then you can pay the $90 for the electric bill. I can't do that. It should be only like 10 for me. $10. You know that? Right. Anyways, I'll get my bath in. I'll come back. You guys can see me, and we'll talk. We'll talk about whatever it is you guys want to talk about. StreamYards. All right. So I love all of you. You know the drill. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions. Hit the like, subscribe button. So some funding for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching, everyone. God bless you in everything you do. Admiral's log out. USS Enterprise and CC-1701B. This transmission ends now.